Hi, this is Kathy for Trans by Deaf, and this week I am coming to you from a 540 million year old algal stromatolite exposed in the San Saba River north of Camp San Saba on US 377 in central Texas. This is a very fitting place to discuss the topic which we have for the week. The topic is travel as a transgendered person by car, train, bus, the do's and don'ts, and the things which we think a new trans person should know. I have been traveling as a trans woman for many years. Matter of fact, that's where I learned to be a woman, is traveling as a trans woman, because it was very difficult to dress and go out in the community that I lived in and to stay out of trouble with the people around me. So whenever I traveled, I would travel as a woman, and that's where I learned the things to do and not to do. The biggest thing which I think you as a trans person need to be concerned with is dressing appropriately for travel. When you travel, dress as a woman. Make sure that all of your clothes are what the other women who are on the road or in that environment are wearing. Try and fit in, clothing-wise, with the people. For example, today I'm out doing field work in central Texas. I'm wearing blue jeans, a nice sweater, and I have my makeup done in the more of a casual look. My hair is combed, and I have no problem going in and out of any of the places that I've been this morning, or doing any of the things that I need to do. Be very careful that you try and always use your best woman voice, whatever that may be. Try to keep it high and speak the best way you possibly can. The next thing, which I think is the biggest problem that I face with, is the use of restrooms. I end up going to Houston a great deal, and this new ordinance that they passed in November really caused me a lot of anxiety. I noticed one of the other people who was trans said she'd canceled her trips to Houston because of the passage of that ordinance. I can't afford to do that. So I've just gone. I have not had any problems. Nobody has said anything to me. When I'm dressed as a woman, I go in and use a woman's restroom. When I go in, the big rule is always sit just like any other woman. When you're done, get up, wash your hands, comb your hair, check your makeup. If you need more makeup, apply it, and go about life as if you were a normal woman. That's my biggest rule for using restrooms. If I have the choice, I use a unisex restroom over using a woman. But lately, I just have been using the women's, not really worrying about it, not really had any problem with it. I just hope I don't run into some in Houston because of the height and awareness of this recent vote there. The other thing that I think is important when you travel is to always be aware of the people around you. If you have somebody who makes a comment or reads you as trans, just go on with what you're doing. One of the examples that really sticks out in my mind was about 5 years ago. I had been working all day in Houston. I was bone tired. I had not had lunch. I had not had a break for lunch. I'd fought my way through Houston traffic coming out. And when I got outside the Houston Metroplex, I stopped at a McDonald's, and it was around Halloween time. I went in. I stood in line. There were just lots of people there getting food. When I got up to the window, the young lady up to the order desk, the young lady looked at me and says, "What are you, going to a Halloween party? You're a man dressed as a woman." And I said, "Ma'am, I would like a $1 hamburger, $1 Diet Coke, and $1 side salad, please. I've had a long day, so please get me those." She took my order, I paid for it, and stepped back. Nobody around seemed to have caught the rude comment that the young lady made to me about me being a trans man. They just took it for what it was and went on. The other example that stands out in my mind was about 2 years ago. I was out in West Texas. I had been working in the field all day. My hair was messy. I was again bone tired, and I put in a 12-hour day. Was ready for bed. I came in, had to have some gasoline in my truck, went in and paid for the gasoline, went back out, put the gasoline, went back in, and the young man behind the register said, "You're a man, aren't you?" I said, "No, I'm a woman. Here's my money. I need my change from my money that I left for you." And went on. There must have been 8 or 10 other people there, particularly rough men working in the oil field, that heard the comment. It didn't seem to register to any of them there. My advice to you is, if you are red, and sooner or later every trans woman is red, just act as though it wasn't happening. Tell them that you want whatever you went in there for. Act very normal. If they say something, say, "Well, that's a rude comment." Then just go on with life as though things are normal. Things will always work out. For the most part, if you dress and act as a woman and go in and out, you will not have the problems any problems in passing. You won't even receive comments or second looks. Most of my problems arise after I've worked an 8, 10, 12, 14-hour day where I'm tired, my makeup is not quite right, my clothes are sometimes dirty from being out in the field, and I go in to get something, particularly food, fast food, and particularly for something at the gas station, a Diet Coke, or pay for my gas, or whatever I have to do there. If I were to give you a caution, I would say when you're tired and things aren't quite right, don't go in. I a lot of times don't have choices, so I do it anyway. And I guess I've been transitioning long enough that it doesn't really bother me. Well, that's my take on this week's topic. Just remember, act like a woman, dress like a woman, use the restroom like a woman, and stay away from being tired when you go into a establishment. If you have a comment, please leave it in the box below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like more videos, please check the Trans by Death button. And I will see you again next week. Bye.